accent.
We're at Chiemsee. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
There.
Say hi.
There.
Say hi, Daddy.
There.
We're at the Armed Forces Rec Center down here in Chiemsee, down about an hour and a half from Munich. And we're gonna go on a boat. We're gonna go on a boat ride across the lake. That leaves from that pier there, and it takes you over to a castle tour.
Dad, come here. Dad, come here. Swan. They won't easy to get out, are they?
It might be our boat there. Come across.
It's only good.
They got all kinds of neat things. They got it's a kayaking class. They got sailing classes where you learn how to sail. All the sailboats over there. They got scuba diving and all kinds of different classes. A little bit later, we're gonna go to Berchtesgaden. I don't know, if not today, tomorrow. We're gonna go see Eagle's Nest, where Hitler's hideout, his recreation home was. And he ordered this thing built, this hotel here, as a highway stop back in 1930s.
Dad, look down there. I see the bottom of the seawall.
Hi, Ryan. Where's our boat?
Our boat's sailing away.
I hope
There's your swans.
What?
There's your swans.
Taking a picture of the swan.
What's their names?
Rachel, and Wise.
Okay.
You're mine.
You want a cracker? Huh?
Hey, Rachel. You say something. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. We'll say something.
That's Cinderella.
Yeah, sit down, honey.
There.
What are you doing about it?
Take a picture of this boat.
I already did.
No.
Ryan's getting more to eat.
Sit down. Bye-bye. And what's his...
What you got, boy?
No.
What?
No.
I can see English.
I can see
Boat dropped us off here at the island.
What?
And he'll be back in 2 hours, 2.5 hours to pick us up. So we have to make our way up to the castle, and there's an English-speaking tour up there. Gives you a tour of the castle. Ooh, look at the pretty castle.
Verdienstleistung von dem ganzen Club, weil da ist ja Fusch und so ist alles drin.
No, Ryan. No.
Oh, Ryan's in a damn flower bed. Anyway, there's an English guided tour that's going to take us through here, and this is one of King Ludwig's castles that he built, and apparently it wasn't even finished. I don't even know if anyone lived here or not, but that would be a real good tour. Huh. What is this stuff? A lot of water stuff. That's great.
to the second floor, and there are between the official rooms the parrot chambers in the style of King Louis XIV of France. If you want to take pictures, please do not use the flash and rest on the carpet, stay on the carpet at all times.
It's kind of hard to understand her, but she said this king was a big fan of King Louis XV and XVI of France, and this is a copy of the Palace at Versailles. Ooh, look, pretty.
And the motto for this walk is
Wait for your mom. Slow up. Just a bed chamber. I think she's.
largeness of this hall. It measures 170 square meters. Ludwig II was a collectioner of clocks. There are about 15 very precious clocks in this palace. The example for that is this clock. It's called the Ludwigsuhr, the clock of Louis. When it functions, they came out a little Louis XIV at each hour with a French melody. They're now arriving to the top of the palace, the Hall of Mirrors.
Yeah. All of mirrors. Rachel, this way, honey. Neat. Look at this place, Rachel.
What? What is this?
It's called the Hall of Mirrors.
It's a whole mirror.
Second wanted an exact copy, and it measures 109 yards. But in comparison to the correspondent rooms in Versailles, this one is also much more decorated. You can see here 44 candelabras and 33 chandeliers with 2,188 candles. Like in Versailles, you can see also the entrance to the Hall of Peace, and on the other side, the Hall of War. The ceiling shows the walls of the Peter. thought there were not so much halls because Ludwig II preferred to walk alone this hall when the lights were burned. And it is known that the king liked his palaces in the night illumination. After these majestic rooms in the style of Baroque, they are now beginning the private rooms of Ludwig II.
She just said he only lived here 10 days before he died. So at the end there, one end of the hall is the room of war, and the other end is the room of peace. And all these halls and all these rooms are all fashioned after the Palace of Versailles. This must be the room of war. Yeah, this is the room of war. And the one on the other end is the room of peace. I know this tape isn't going to do this justice, but man, this is really magnificent. And I think he only lived here 10 days. She said there was something like 2,000 candles altogether on all these chandeliers, 30-something chandeliers and all these candelabras. It's another bedroom. I can't keep up with the girl that's giving the English tour. She don't speak all that great English. But in the other one, the headboard, he said was 22 karat gold. I don't know if this one's gold.
Because he didn't want to sleep in the dark. Make sure that nobody else left candy.
Stop! Get off of there, Ryan. This was the king's room?
The other room he didn't use. This is the room he used.
So,
And this bowl here.
speak up. Speak up for the camera. Talking to the camera.
This was this room.
Right.
And this ball here was the nightlight.
His nightlight? She said something about trapdoors too. There's some trapdoors in here or something. Look at that bed, Rachel. Isn't that something else?
Kinder, ich habe schon gesagt, die Türen sind unsichtbar. Das ist so ein weißes, so ein fast unsichtbar, okay? Dieser Türe. Da hat in sein Denkfest zu sein.
You can see on our page that this is all of wood. This hall is the heaviest chandelier of the whole palace. The weight is 500 kilos.
Biggest chandelier in the castle.
Other examples of this clock collection, this clock with the earth, the moon, and the sun, and on the other side an astronomical clock, you can see the date, day, month, and year. And here at the mirror you have the elephant clock. This little room is called the blue stand, and with the mirrors, the room gets much larger. We are now arriving to the dining room with the famous Latin table.
Must have been his desk.
That's why you may not touch it.
See his desk, huh?
Because it's so old.
porcelain.
See two particularities. The first one is this chandelier. It is all of Meissen porcelain. It consists of 94 pieces, and this one is the most precious piece of the whole palace. Also, the vase on the table is of the manufacturing of Meissen. And the other particularity is this famous magic table put lower down. Another example of such a table is in the palace of Linderhof. The mechanism for the elevator we will see in the first floor. It takes the table 20 minutes to get down. In the first floor it was set and prepared, and it was raised back when the king knocked here. And so the king could eat here alone without his servitors. The king was very shy. He wanted to be alone if it was possible. This little room is called the porcelain chamber. There are also a lot of working Meissen porcelain. Like the Blue 7, it was used as a resting room.
This is the elevator table she talked about. It went all the way down to the first floor, and then they put all the food on it and sent it all the way back up. It took 20 minutes to come back up, and he ate up here alone. She said he was real shy.
Why was he real shy?
I don't know. And this is got a lot of porcelain in here.
Is the little one, Dad?
I don't know. It's beautiful though, isn't it?
Wait, this is the question. Yeah, what kind of statue are
No, they're all broken. Anyway, this is we're out of the finished part of the castle. Now we're going through the unfinished part. And then we're going down to the bathroom. This is like the other room, Rachel, but this one isn't finished.
Oh.
This. And then he died and they stopped working on it. It's just like the same room. Later, Rachel, for the table. Where the table came down. This is the elevator where the table came down.
The table is done way there.
Bathtub with a swimming pool or what? I think this is the bathtub. This is the bathtub. This is the secret way up to his bedroom where the blue ball was.
Why couldn't we go up there?
Because they didn't want you walking up there.
Why not?
See, you open that mirror up right there, and it leads up to his bedroom. We're going to take the horse carriage back to the boat.
Hurry up, Dad. have to leave without you.
You're not gonna leave without me, are you?
Ist hier noch frei?
Ja.
Chili, Rachel?
So.
Mama, you alright?
Are you?
No, I'm cold.
Wordt gemacht naar. Wat je jacket on?
Baba, that's a cool. There.
Nee, je hebt nog niet.
Hey, Ryan, you have mommy's like jacket on, and I'll have daddy's jacket on.
Dat staat goed af. Dat is een lekker weer aan het
Oh, yeah.
And there's another one back there.
Ja, nee, dat was heel interessant geweest.
Zu dem Schiff um 12 schaffen wir es schon, oder?
Even kind of liking what's here.
Keeping Ryan warm. Fast now. Hi, Ryan. Ryan.
Just looking at it. I don't know, it is kind of. Is it like that? Wow.
Rachel.
Pirates are on that wall and stuff.
Sail. Well, we're back at the hotel, waiting for Dee and the kids. I think we're gonna eat lunch, then we're gonna get a paddle boat.
Okay, we gotta push together. What, you wanna ride?
Dad,
You get in?
Coke.
You
Thank
get in?
you. Hello, zoo swans.
They're above. Don't forget to get that pink one. Daddy.
That's a windsurfer.
Okay. Don't forget that one.
We're at Berchtesgaden now.
There's your bus.
And I think that's our bus. We're going to take that up to the Eagle's Nest, Hitler's hideaway retreat at 1 o'clock.
Dad.
What, honey?
Don't forget my mommy.
Okay, this is the Eagle's Nest. That's a picture of it. That's where we're going up to. It stands at 6,017 feet above sea. When you get up there, take a walk out onto the patio. There's a short, steep hill, and you'll come to a very, very large cross. Now, this cross you'll find on most of the peaks in the Alpine region in Italy, Austria, and Germany. It simply commemorates people who have died during the 2 World Wars and people who have died hiking and climbing the Italian, Austrian and German Alps. These are the special RVO buses. These are the buses we're going to be taking from that platform over there. I'll be over there. I've got to go and sort that out first. The road is, in some parts, has a 27% upgrade hill, so that's why our buses we're not able to use them. These are very special buses. They've got special gears, special low ratio gears with 3 independent braking systems. It'll drop us off to the entrance of this tunnel. This tunnel leads to the entrance of the elevator that goes up to the Eagle's Nest. Now what would have happened was Hitler's driver would have had him driven all the way up to the entrance. The driver would then back out and then back in again. So as when Hitler returned, he wouldn't have to travel backwards. Okay? Now we're going to be using the original elevator that Hitler used only 13 times, but nevertheless he did use it. Originally it was designed for 16 people. Today they're going to be cramming about 46 of you in there. Okay? So when you get in, I want you to breathe in, don't move, fellas, keep your hands up in the air. You get yourself into a lot of trouble if they're down there. You see it's made of polished brass and a large Venetian mirror. This was to help give the impression that the elevator was a little bit bigger than what it actually was, because as well as being scared of heights and travelling backwards, it was also claustrophobic. Okay? And when you get up there, there's only a few major rooms. You go up to the elevator, take the first right, okay? And you'll come into the dining room, which was a dining room, would have looked like that. It looks like this today. It would have been dominated by this very large dining table. This is where Hitler would have entertained his guests before bringing them back down to sleep in either the Paterhof Hotel, which is now called the General Walker, or the Gasthaus Hohe Girl. Walk through the dining room and into the main room, the circular room, the conference room. On the right hand side of that conference room is a very large Italian red and white marble fire surround given to him by Benito Mussolini for his 50th birthday present. There would have been a very large oriental rug as well, weighing over 1,000 pounds, but that has gone the same way as most of the original furniture. If any of you are hoping to see any original Nazi furniture up there, you're all going to be disappointed. Thanks to the 101st Airborne Division and its souvenir hunters, there aren't any. It was all taken away. Except there is one large buffet up there. That's the only original piece of furniture up there. And the only reason that wasn't taken is because it was too big to get out of the door. Okay? On the left hand side of the conference centre is what's known as the Eva Braun Tea Room. This is where Eva Braun spent most of her time when she was up here with Adolf Hitler. Because Adolf Hitler didn't like for her to be seen in public with him. That's why you'll very rarely get a photograph of her and him in public. Because he thought it was bad for him to be seen wasting his time with a woman when he should have been diverting his time towards the war effort. Okay? For this reason, when Adolf Hitler was ever in Berchtesgaden, poor old Eva was kept up there on her own. Okay? In fact, her and Martin Bormann were the two people who used it the most. Martin Bormann ostensibly for business, raising party funds, blah blah blah. Now that's a picture of the Royal Air Force doing their best on the Obersalzberg area. These are the buildings that they managed to hit more than twice. The Paterhof, the SS Kaserne. That was what Hitler's house looked like, the Berghof. That was Martin Bormann's house. And that was Goering's house. All these buildings were hit. Every single building was hit except the adjutant's house. That building still stands and it's round the back. Okay? Now, there is up there a very large 8-cylinder submarine engine which is used for the power supply up there. Now when the 101st came, they marched up the hill and they were wondering how the elevator was powered and how the building was powered with electricity. Now as I said before, at that time there was still a large blanket of snow up there. And the exit to the power station, or the entrance to the power station, was blocked off with snow, so no one could see it. So thinking there wasn't a power supply up there, they marched all the way down, and they knew for a fact there was one underneath there, the Paterhof, the same. So they dismantled it, and they marched it all the way up. But by the time they marched it all the way up, the snow had melted, and lo and behold, there was a power station with one of the same things in there. So like the Grand Old Duke of York, they marched it all the way down again. And that is now a backup system for the town of Berchtesgaden. Unfortunately, the one up in the Eagle's Nest is under lock and key, so we're not going to be able to see it. Okay? Now, what time is it, man? What time do we got? What time do we got? 20 hours. Okay. Our bus will leave at 2 o'clock, but I'd like you to be over on the platform where I will be on 5 and 6 or thereabouts. I will be there at 10 minutes to. I would like you on the bus for 10 minutes. In the meantime, if any of you are going or thinking of buying souvenirs, I'll give you a word of advice. Buy them in here. Don't buy them up there. For the reason being, the higher the elevation, the higher the prices. So take a quick 10-minute look around there if you want, and I'll meet you over there.
Climbed up the steep grade up to Eagle's Nest. Walking up here.
Stands at 9,000 feet above sea level, and the rock peak at 7,000 feet above sea level. There's a legend that goes along with this Botsman Mountain, and there's the ruler of the Berchtesgaden area, King Botsman, who's a very cruel and evil man. So the townspeople prayed that something horrible would happen to them. And one night during a thunderstorm, their prayers were answered, and he and his family were turned to stone, therefore creating the Botsman Mountain. So the right peak at 9,000 represents King Botsman, the left peak represents the Frau Botsman, and the 7 peaks in between represents their 7 children that they had. If you follow that mountain down to the left side, you see a large lake there wedged in between the mountains. This is Lake Chiemsee, the King's Lake. And you see a peninsula out there. This is St. Bartholomew Chapel. And this is our chapel built in 1134 by Augustiner monks. Just behind the lake there, the large mountain range, this is the Steinernes Meer, which means stony ocean. This is one of the natural borders, again, between Germany and Austria. And the peak you see off in the distance is actually in Austria. This is the Schönfeldspitze, and this stands at 9,000 feet above sea level. Directly up to the left, from the lake, if you follow this mountain up, there's the Anna Mountain. It has a slightly flat top there. This stands at 6,000 feet above sea level and is an expert ski resort. They host the World Cup race here. Last winter they were supposed to have the women's slalom World Cup race, but there wasn't enough snow, so they had to relocate it. You also see a lot of hang gliders up there just above the Anna. A red one and a white one at least. This is a very popular place to hang glide off of this mountain. Also, it's open during the summertime. There's a vast network of hiking trails if you want to hike. This offers a spectacular view of Chiemsee. A view also of the mountains to the right of the Botsman. Directly to the right is the Hochalpe, and then the right Alpe. And the large mountain range over to the right of that is the Bavarian Alps. We're just now going through an avalanche fall area. Pretty soon you'll see up on the right side there's some fences preventing the rocks from falling down on us.
Down there, huh, girl? Another tunnel. And there, Rachel. What? See the lake?
We move down to your left-hand side after we pass this large clump of rocks on the left. You'll see once again the Untersberg, the vast mountain range. If you follow that down to your right side, the city off in the distance is Salzberg, Austria.
Oh, yeah.
Straight ahead of us there is the Eagle's Nest. You see people taking the footpath down. If you'd like to do that, that's your option. Give yourself about 15 to 20 minutes to walk down from the top down to the upper parking lot in a moment. So we're almost up to the upper parking lot. And this is very important that you listen, please. We have a departure time set for 4 o'clock from the upper parking lot. This means that you need to leave the Eagle's Nest at about 3:35, at the latest 3:40, but that's risking it because it's going to be very, very crowded today and there'll be long lines for the elevator to get down. Therefore, you may want to just walk down so you don't need to wait. But again, our departure time is exactly 4 o'clock from the upper parking lot. Our buses leave at 4 regardless of who's here or not. We have to leave at 4. So allow yourself plenty of time to be boarding the bus before 4 o'clock. So right now you'll be on your own to go up into the elevator. Go follow me to the tunnel. You'll go right in if you show the gentleman your white ticket. Go through the tunnel into the elevator and then up to the eagle's nest. Look around in the rooms, maybe hike up to the cross and have something cool to drink. Also my colleagues, Mark, Karen, and Christy, along with myself, Nancy. All four of us will be up there. If you have any questions, feel free to come and talk with us.
That's something else, huh?
What?
That's something else, huh?
Like what?
Isn't that neat?
Yes. Look, ist das
Dann sieht man genau ins Loch runter. Und so, wenn man
Over there.
alles sieht, das Gelüftet, das setzt mich nicht ab.
Look, Rachel. There's the house up there. There's the eagle's nest.
Let's go.
Hold on.
This is the tunnel we gotta go through. It leads to an elevator that takes you up to the eagle's nest house. This was all built in 1938.
We're going. If anyone needs any questions answering.
Rachel, I can't. Yeah. Come here.
Come on, Evan.
You want to film and I'll carry him?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, this is a long tunnel.
3 miles.
This is the tunnel that Hitler's driver would drive Hitler up here to the end, let Hitler out. They would back all the way back out, turn around and back all the way back in, all the way up here, so we'll never have to back the car up with Hitler in it. So the elevator up here we have to wait for. That's the elevator. Elevator's here at Norway there.
That was 400 and some feet long.
Over there, Mike.
400 and some feet long. To the heart of the we're not in the heart of the mountain. I don't think
In the eagle's nest now inside the house. We just got jam-packed in that elevator, squashed. This is the room, this was the tea room, is what they said, where Hitler's girlfriend, Ava Braun, he used to put her in here. Because he didn't think it looked good for him to be with women in public. For the dining hall. There's that little tea room down there. This is the, I think this is the fireplace place that Mussolini gave Hitler for his birthday. His 50th birthday. This is the dining room, I think, where there used to be a long table. Be careful now. That's the King Ludwig, or the whatever lake where he drowned.
Right.
That's where the King Ludwig, the palace that we were in yesterday, he drowned. This lake down here, him and his doctor apparently. He was 46, something like that.
41.
Man, all right. hang glider, Rachel. Look up. See a hang glider?
No, I can't. It makes my eyes.
There it is. It's coming this way. No, it's not. Where'd Mom go? Here's Mommy. Hey, hon. I'm gonna walk up to that cross up there.
You don't want us to go?
You wanna go?
Up the mountain.
That's
I'm gonna go up there.
What?
walking trails.
Why would you like to do that?
He's crazy.
Yes, he is.
What are we down there? What are we down?
Crazy person. Right?
Here.
That's the Steve.
That's her eating. Let's go.
Look!
Yeah, hang glider.
There's a sun right there, so I decided to look up. Whoa! What do you do? What do you want to do, Mom?
Stand here for a minute. Stand.
What do you do? What's this for? Oh yeah, I see one.
That's the eagle's nest up here by the cross. I've never seen an old war documentary of Hitler standing right on the patio. It's like right there in the middle of the picture, and up there around the corner in the middle of the picture.
Yes. I will. I'm going to get a little higher. Come on, Dad, take us up there higher.
Brian.
Hey, goodbye. How do you buy forever?
Where, son?
Syns du det er fint der? Hæ? Syns du det er kjempefint her? Syns du det er? Det er vulkanutbrett, så blir det bare kaster det på en meter en gang imellom. Men der, San Francisco blir tøffere der da. Der går det sammen, der går det godt.
Something else, huh?
Yes, quite a view.
It's amazing. Beautiful.
Arbeidsledighet. Det er delt av den i mange forskjellige kategorier. Ja, sånn er det. Så er det de som er på tiltak, da. De reiser ikke gjør ikke det, nei. Eller de regner som ledere, men de er ikke med på listene. Jeg kan alltid...
Come some more hang gliders. Boy, this is God's country up here. It's beautiful. I know this tape isn't going to do it justice. You have to be up here and really see it. Golly. It's beautiful. It's amazing that someone would give this place as a gift.
tar noe Der er det fra istida. Det er resten fra istida. Jævlig, du ser jo det.
Close up to it. Hey, Wayne, get on. Now, you heard that. Dad, what does it say?
I don't know, Rachel. It's in German.
You can't say German, can't you?
I can say it, but I don't understand it. Get down. It takes a little while to get down. This is really beautiful. You all gonna have to come up here and see this for yourself. It's really, really amazing. And the tour guide said no one ever, the guests that came up here never slept up here. This was more or less a conference room for the Nazi party. And the British Air Corps tried to bomb it and they missed. But they hit all the targets, all the Nazi party targets below. But they missed this because it was covered with snow and blending in with the mountain. No one was in here anyway. And then after the war, the German government were going to blow it up because they didn't want a Nazi shrine. But then someone decided, hey, it'd be a good idea for a tourist attraction, so that's what they did. They made a restaurant out of it. Yeah. Go ahead. We'll go. Well, I'm not leaving now. Get on the elevator, are you?
They don't need a bus after this.
There's the buses down there.
It's you.
This must be the way down if you want to walk.
Not that way.
Unless it's just a look at it. I think we got time to go. We finished the tour. Now we're going back down the tunnel. The tunnel that Hitler's car used to come through. There's a long line of people that are waiting to get into that elevator. And we just come through this tunnel and get on the bus and go back down. It was a really, really nice tour, man. It's really neat. When you all come over, you gotta check this out. It's well worth the money. It was $28 for Dee and I to go up, and I think it was $9 for Rachel. So it was worth it. It was real nice. Jesus, the bus drive up, it's amazing.
Stand in the middle so we can hear you.
Okay, we're out of the tunnel. Now we just gotta wait for the buses. And there's Eagle's Nest again up there. So the tunnel goes through there. What is it? 200 meters or so. You take the elevator up, right up into inside the house there. You can also walk down. It's a long trail way down there. Parachutists and stuff. A lot of hang gliders and junk. Well, our way back down. Yeah, hang glider. You're a hang glider, Rachel. See it? This tour, and then we're going to head on over to Garmisch. That's where we're staying tonight, and we're going to see the Walt Disney Castle. And before we leave, we're going to go see Dachau concentration camp there. Say hey, everybody.
What?
Say hello.
No.
You say it, you bad thing.
No.
We're finished with our Eagle Nest
Hello
tour. Now we're
goodbye and forever.
Now we're going to go to Garmisch. And the whole family's really enthused. I'm zooming. We're in Garmisch now, and this must have been where the Olympics were held. I don't remember when. Maybe it was when it was in Innsbruck. This is Olympic Stadium here.
Oh, you can walk up there.
Holy cow. And this is a ski jump.
It's a ski jump.
Holy cow. It's amazing. It's really neat. Boy, that's high. What if that's downhill? Some kind of downhill skiing or something up there. I don't know.
Here, take your shoes and socks.
Ohne Ding. Und dann kannst du auch da lassen.
Here, Mom, take your shoes and socks.
We're at the Chiemsee Lake now. It's right at the base of the Zugspitze, highest mountain peak in Germany. Water's crystal clear here. Beautiful. Here's part of the Zugspitze. There's where the cable car takes you up to the top. See the wires, it goes up to the top there. That's snow there on there also. It's kind of, can't see much with the trees. The sun's right there. We were going to take the cable car ride up, but it's pretty steep. It's like $23 a person to take the cable car ride up there, so we didn't think it was all that worth all that. We might do it when y'all come down. That's the lake. think this is a better shot of the Zugspitz. Where the trolley car goes up to the top there. There's a crazy family. And there's a motel there on the lake. I bet that's a real neat place to stay. We're inside the Dachau concentration camp, and right outside of Munich in Dachau, West Germany. Inside the museum. That's where they used to make them lay on that block, and then they'd whip them with that whip there. says never again on that wall. Different languages. Memorial. Parth Monument. These were the beds.
Bunk beds?
I think that's a crematorium down there. This was all built, this is all the foundations. All down here of all the buildings that were torn down. And all over here. And those are the only two that were reconstructed. Closed now, but I guess it's in there. And this is just the whole area here. All these square blocks here on the ground are the old foundations of the old buildings. The tall structures are the guardhouses, the crematoriums. In the center of the picture way over there. It's closed. We're inside the Frankfurt Zoo. It took us long enough to find it. It's right in the middle of the city. And the signs aren't great at all. It's a big one too, isn't it? Two of them. See the other one? They're both sleeping. Polar bears. Polar bears, honey.
That was the ground swimming.
You can run out there before you get to the end.
T'as vu l'autre là au moment qu'il est posé?
Wir werden uns schon einig. Der Stuhl müsste besser gerade werden. See that mama one? Yeah, that's the mama one.
Look, Rachel, he's got in the pool.
Two babies.
See the next
There's a daddy one laying on the bottom down there.
Daddy's laying on the bottom?
Barely see him.
There's a lot of them. You see him? He's awake. He's like this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Rachel, he's getting up.
What?
Nope, he just rolled over.
No, Dad. Yes, you do.
Well, he's got long legs.
About here. About here.
That's something else. Look as long as his legs are. Called a maned wolf.
He's a wolf. There's one of the rocks over there. See?
No, I see one over here. Hey, kitty cat. A big kitty cat. It's a big kitty cat.
Hard to keep him on tape. So fast.
There's two of them.
That's a mongoose, yellow mongoose.
Come on, let's go, Dad. That one just stands up.
I don't know. What is it? Monkeys? wrestle him, doesn't he? A little one. The Buddha. He looks like Buddha sitting there. Here. Look, Dee. He looks like Buddha. Little Wilbur?
What
What was that?
And there's two.
Goats, yep. That little piglet, Rachel.
Yeah.
Walking over to his mommy. Uh-huh, Wilbur.
One looks like Wilbur.
Look at how small they are.
Yeah, that one by his mama.
Look at that one over there. They are so cute.
Oh my. Ah.
Pet him, Ryan. Lynx. You can go through the maze, Rach? So you can find our way out of here.
Did I leave? Where's Ryan? Is this neat?
Yeah.
Who's that one?
Little guinea pigs running around.
Hey, look, where's her house? Is that her house?
That's funny. They all got their little, this little town.
What direction are we going?
No, no.
Big ostrich.
No. No. Are you going to look at that while you... Come on. Oh, look at that mommy bear. Look at that big mommy bear. Looks like a brain. That looks like his diaper. Look at that one up there. Look at that one up there, though. There's a tiny baby up there, look. Oh my God, they're more. What is that? I just saw them have pink butts.
That's what happens when you don't wipe.
I'm sure Ludwig, can you walk?
Just come out of the egg.
Where's the mother?
I don't know.
You're right, one of us can't see real good. See? Up the one. Oh, that's probably what he's saying.
And when we took a picture.
Rhino meet rhino.
Rhino?
Mm-hmm.
What picture, Ryan?
Can I take a picture?
But he eats a lot of grass.
Yeah. To get big?
I guess. You don't need to get much bigger though, does he?
No. It's way big enough. Is that mother?
I don't know.
You can pet one of those, can you, Dad?
Uh-uh.
I've never seen one. I've never seen now. And then we do. Is that the daddy one?
Look, his eyes are open. Oh.
Uh-oh, he sees Ryan.
So wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. I get that release. Wake up, you big rhino kingers. Other kingers. They go big. Then the Korean.
African fish eagle.
No. No.
Big vultures. That's our eagle.
What?
That's our eagle.
Where? Right there?
Oh, look at the fish. Look, Ryan. Look at the fish down there they're eating. See 'em? They feed them fish.
Yeah.
They come down and get it.
Can they fly over the fence?
No, it's all fenced in so they can't fly out.
That's all the food. Where's the peacock?